Well, welcome everyone. We appreciate you coming out today for the SportPlex ribbon cutting. We're going to go ahead and get the ceremony started. I would like to introduce Bailey Rogers. She is from Minden, Nebraska, and is a student at UNK. She's going to get us started with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, what a way to start an event. Great job, Bailey. My name is Derek Rusher from the Kearney Area Chamber of Commerce, and welcome. And if you're standing in that foyer, there is plenty of seating over here, and there's actually plenty down here if you wanted to come take a seat, because I'm guessing we've got a fairly lengthy program, a little longer than our normal chamber ribbon cuttings. But like I said, I just want to congratulate the city of Kearney and really our Kearney area community. This is an outstanding facility, and we have over 850 chamber members, and they come in all shapes and sizes. And I think this size maybe is one of our larger chamber members for the facility and infrastructure. So what a facility, it's amazing, and in true chamber fashion, we get to offer this SportPlex their first dollar of profit. So Lauren, congratulations. Yes. And I have the pleasure of introducing our new mayor, Jonathan Nicola.
Thank you so much. What an amazing day. I can't even believe it. I know over the last couple weeks as we've gone through the soft opening, seeing things wrap up, and then the event this last Sunday, every day has energized me so much more than I would have even imagined being in here. It just lifts my spirit to see it opening and being used. And I just want to start out first by recognizing my fellow council members who've been part of this journey with us over the last several years. Randy Bushcutter, Tammy Moore, Alex Stratman, Kurt Schmidt, I'm not sure if Kurt's here, and then also our past council members, Stan Klaus, who will follow me, our current senator, and then also Bruce Lear. I don't know if Bruce Lear's in the crowd. Bruce, no. I will say, I'll make a joke about Bruce. He told me when I first got elected that he was going to keep running until he got a field house built, and he kept his promise. So he stepped out after that. But I know Randy and Tammy obviously were part of the council when we initiated this process and have been big advocates for recreation. And and in fact, I remember Randy in particular, over the course of the years, the council has really decided that we are a town that emphasizes recreation. So I remember when I got first elected to council, Randy was there advocating for the Whitewater Trail, leader on the Patriot Park, and all of our council members have emphasized that recreation is something that matters to this community. And when we talk about what makes Kearney special, when we all hear it from folks in the community, parks and recreation is always one of those top 3 things they mention. And so, a few years ago, we had a choice to make. Should we be a gambling town, or should we continue to be the town that emphasizes recreation, youth, and sports? And I'm really grateful to my fellow council members who said, no, we're going to do the recreation route and build something as amazing as this. So it's been fantastic. So we chose this as our next big thing, our next big recreation project. And big projects are really funny. I find them. You put so much energy into each phase, right? Each phase feels like a whole project of itself. There was the idea phase. There was the advocacy phase. There was the planning phase. Mike Morgan remembers all those days and the planning through this process, getting all the details set. The building phase, and then the opening phase, which is we're here today. And so this kind of feels like a culmination. And for those that I actually didn't even realize it till the day I was getting ready, 4 years this has been in process. Isn't that crazy? 4 years. So it feels like it's a culmination. But it really isn't, because we didn't build it just to have a shiny thing, just to have a great ribbon cutting. That's not why we built this. We built it so a kid can follow a dream, so families can do things together, so that groups have a place to play, and so that more people visit our town. So that's why we did this. So the culmination is really going to be carried out over years and years as we move forward. So briefly, I'm going to thank, there's a lot of people are going to get thanked today. I want to name a few on my end. I want to thank Mike Morgan. I want to thank Brenda Jensen and Laura Brandt in particular for the city staff. They were the right people at the right time to take this from idea to conclusion. Thank our parks directors, Scott Hayden and Eric Hellriegel, who had a big part of that planning. We really thank Gary Peters and MCL for their work, and no better than to have a track person in charge of a project like this, right, Gary? Where's Gary at? So, okay. Well, Gary knows the inside joke, sorry. And then I also want to thank the county commissioners and their board that were part of this project in supporting different elements of it. Senator John Lowe, who supported part of the legislation that made this project possible. So many people and many more are going to be thanked, but I want to bring up the next person that had a big part in this project. Our new State Senator, Stan Klaus.
Well, he didn't take all my thunder, but he took quite a bit of it. John Lowe and Jim Cutterback sitting here. People said, you just come out here for this? I go, no, we had about 5 hours of filibustering, so I would rather make the drive back to Kearney, make it back home. So this is worth it coming to this and see the hard work that's gone through the years to make this a reality. And he mentioned John Lowe. What happened a number of years ago was when they changed the law or the statute to allow turnback sales tax for sports event centers instead of just convention centers. And we were the first one out of the chute with that. And I remember, just like it was yesterday, it was Paul Eunice and Wendell Wessels and Mike and myself and Roger Jasnock and Scott Hayden going down and meeting with the panel, which was the governor, the Department of Revenue chair or chief officer, and the state treasurer. And we had to make a sales pitch as to what we can do. And at the conclusion, Governor Ricketts at the time, we said to put our final remarks, and I said, Governor, you just got to trust us, Kearney can make it work. And I said, the state will be better off for it, and Kearney is the one community that can make that happen. And he goes, I'm going to hold you to that. Well, I'm like, okay, well, you're not going to be here in a couple of years anyway, so. But anyway, this is what's going on. You know what the next big thing might be? It could be those districts, the Good Life districts. Yeah, I lost the word. The Good Life district. Kearney's in running for a Good Life district, and we've been having a lot of talk and discussion about that in the hallways of the Capitol. And you know, I told them again, if there's one community in the state that can make a Good Life district work, it's Kearney. and I stand behind that. We just have a way of getting things done. And people ask me, so, well, what's the biggest thing you've noticed in Lincoln that you've been down there? And John can attest to that too, is we get things done here. You can sit there for hours and get nothing done. And what I love is we're able to do that, get things done here, and this is an example of that. Craig Benton was saying this looks a lot better than some horse barns, and so this is something that truly what our community needs. It's representative of our community, and I'm glad to be a part of that. And everyone in here, this is going to be here for a long time, and it's something we can be very proud of. And I'm just waiting for the next chapter of where we go from this. And Lauren will take it and run with it, and her staff, they'll do a great job in keeping this thing booked on the weekends and bringing revenue in. And then during the week, we'll have at it. This thing's going to be busy all the time, and this will be the gold standard for the state of Nebraska. So thank you. Thank you for your support, because it not only took the turnback sales tax, but it took a vote of you to give the faith into the city council at the time that we would do what we said we were going to do, and we did it. So with that, I'll turn it over to Sarah Folke from the Visitors Bureau, and she can share some insight as to what this means for the Visitors Bureau. Sarah?
Thank you, Senator. Good afternoon. Sandhill cranes flock to central Nebraska to roost on the river each spring. And meeting attendees gather in Kearney because of our outstanding convention facilities. Now, we are excited to add another reason people will come to Kearney. Athletes of all ages will compete here thanks to this exceptional new facility. Kearney is known as a can-do community, and this SportPlex is one of the newest examples of what we can accomplish through strong partnerships, a shared vision for growth, and a commitment to get things done. The Kearney Visitors Bureau is proud to have played a role in many of Kearney's community projects, and we are pleased to be a financial supporter of the annual campaign and annual operating expenses. We're especially excited about the new opportunities this facility brings to Kearney's sports tourism market. It's already a valuable addition to Kearney's already impressive collection of venues. Currently, the economic impact of sports tourism in Kearney is over $2 million, and this facility will significantly increase that number. With more visitors in town, we'll see positive impact on our attractions, restaurants, and hotel stays. Many Nebraska communities are envious of what events and amenities Kearney has to offer. Most residents don't realize how many events we host and how much outside visitors help the wide variety of dining and retail options we have to offer. Now close your eyes and imagine just a few short years from now, this entire area will be fully developed and will become an attraction and destination. I would also like to give special recognition to Roger Jasnock, who could not be here today, and his efforts on this specific project. Next, you will hear from Brenda Jensen, City Manager.
Okay, so I get the privilege of thanking some of our key project partners and stakeholders that we've had throughout the past 4 years. I first want to thank the Kearney community, so I won't belabor this because it's been talked about, but truly, you guys supported us in this vision, and what I've appreciated over the past week has been watching as people come in and actually see what that vision looks like. They get to see it come to life, and it's just been so impressive and so impactful. And so thank you for believing in us and believing that we would give exactly what we said to you, to the Kearney voters, and for supporting this project. I also want to thank the Kearney Visitors Bureau and Buffalo County Board of Commissioners. They've both been key contributors to the success of this project. It wouldn't have been possible without their financial and at times moral support to keep going through all of this. I want to thank Paul Eunice and his family, which I know quite a few of them are sitting here today. They donated the land that this building is sitting on, which is a huge financial commitment to the project. And truly, we talked about the state sales tax turnback. This would not have been feasible without the Crown Plaza opening. It truly wouldn't have been. Half of the funding for this project, $17 million, is coming from state sales tax that's being turned back to the city of Kearney, and that all started because of the Crown Plaza opening. So thank you very much to the Eunice family. Of course, I have to thank my bosses, the council members, but again, I won't go into too much detail about all of them, but truly, they've supported us every step of the way when we've had hurdles, when the project came in over budget, when we had parking issues last weekend because the event was so popular. So things like that in order to keep the project moving forward and being successful. They've trusted us as staff to make sure that we're going to deliver the end product that we promised we would. So next on my list is the committee that really kicked off this entire project. So John Garner, Melissa Scott Pandorf, and Kyle Means. There were many others that were part of the A Place to Play committee. Truly, they committed their time, effort, and all their dedication to spearhead this project from the beginning concept all the way through campaigning, doing a public campaign for the project in order to get the vote passed. Without them and their volunteer efforts to get this done, we would not be standing here today. One of the last people that I get to give a heartfelt thanks to is my predecessor, former city manager Mike Morgan. So you're going to hate me for this, but you have to come stand up here next to me. So get up here. I literally was looking to see where you were sitting to make sure this was... So there's a lot of things that I could say about this man, a lot, but I'm not going to go rogue. We want to surprise him. So we are actually going to be dedicating the track upstairs to Mr. Morgan. At the top of the stairs, we're going to hang this plaque, and this says everything that it needs to about this man that's standing here beside us. So I'll go ahead and read it. This track is dedicated in honor of Michael W. Morgan, whose passion for running was matched only by his dedication to the city of Kearney. A standout athlete from Boone, Iowa, Mr. Morgan held high school track records before continuing his running career at Northwest Missouri State. His love for the sport endured throughout his life, reflecting his commitment to the perseverance, discipline, and excellence, values he also brought to his 19 years as Kearney city manager. Under his leadership, Kearney flourished, growing into a stronger, more vibrant community. This track stands as a tribute to his vision, his love for running, and the lasting impact he made on our city, in honor of a leader who never stopped moving forward. So, if you guys know Mr. Morgan at all, he had really high expectations, right? They were high because he knew that this community and our staff could reach them. So the Kearney SportPlex is the pinnacle of that vision. It truly is, and we're honored to have this plaque hanging within this facility for years to come. So thank you again. Yeah. As he beelines toward the... So finally, I get to introduce Lauren Brandt, our SportPlex director. It's in my list of thank yous. Lauren cannot be forgotten. She's the one who kind of put all of this together for all of us. And of course, she didn't mention herself anywhere in this list. And so I get the privilege of thanking her. She and her team have worked tirelessly, and truly, I don't even want to know the number of hours that they've put in out at this facility to ensure that the SportPlex opening was a success. I also owe her husband and her 2 kids, which I know they're here today too, a thank you, because I know that they have had to sacrifice not having their mom around as much just because she's had to spend countless hours here in this building to ensure that it's an amazing amenity for everyone else in the Kearney community. So, Lauren Brandt.
Oh, wow, we're here. This is exciting. The whole week has just been a blur. I feel like we were just, here last Friday doing our soft opening for the public and city staff, and now here we are at the ribbon cutting. So I'd just like to say, again, this is such an exciting day for the city of Kearney. Today we officially open the doors on the Kearney SportPlex, a facility that will serve our community for generations to come. This isn't just a building. It's a result of hard work, long hours, and unwavering dedication by an incredible group of people, businesses, and community members. First and foremost, I want to thank the more than 80 contractors and tradespeople who came together for one goal, to bring this vision to life. These teams worked tirelessly, 12-hour days, 7 days a week, all to ensure that this facility was completed on time and to the highest standards. Your efforts did not go unnoticed, and today we celebrate you as well. To our fellow city departments, thank you for being instrumental throughout this entire process. These departments include our IT, facilities maintenance, public works, utilities, police, parks, recreation services, finance, and administration. Each of you played a crucial role in making this possible, and I'm proud to stand here today knowing this was truly a team effort. I also would like to recognize our internal committee members whose leadership, insight, and support helped guide this project from concept to completion. Those folks include Scott Hayden, our Recreation Services Director, Eric Hellriegel, Parks Director, Nate Hollowell, Nate Mulring, our IT Director, and Tim Kochwar, our Facility Supervisor. Thank you for your dedication, professionalism, and collaboration every step of the way. An additional big thank you goes out to RDG Planning and Design. We're fortunate everybody's here today, especially our project architect, Nick Scholes, and our construction administrator, Justin Monroe, who we've spent tirelessly walking through this building together, putting some blue tape, sorry, MCL, I know, the blue tape. But again, thank you for your dedication, professionalism. Your creativity and vision helped turn those blueprints into a truly stunning facility. Personally, I'd like to extend my deep gratitude to Brenda Jensen, our current city manager, and Michael Morgan, our former city manager. Your belief in this project and your unwavering dedication to a long-term vision made all of this possible. Thank you for your leadership and your trust. Throughout this journey, I've been reminded of how rare it is to work alongside individuals who not only elevate the team or the project, but elevate the people around them. That's exactly what we found in Kearney's MCL team. Led by our exceptional project manager, Gary Peters, and project superintendent, Aaron Moser, including project engineer Carson Zwingman and field engineer Tyler Renner, you and your entire team went above and beyond. Your commitment to safety, quality, and service was second to none, and we are grateful for your partnership. I promise I'm almost done. And finally, I want to make sure to also give a heartfelt thank you to, again, all of those single contractors who brought their craft, their passion, and their perseverance to this project. From the smallest details to the biggest structural pieces, I'll never forget adjusting wall colors with Tommy from Kuchera Painting, learning electrical processes from Preston with Commonwealth Electric Company, tackling water temperature issues with Dan and Jim from O'Hara Plumbing, decoding door locks with John from Cryex Construction, and exploring carpet solutions with Rob from Floors Inc. These moments and individuals and so many more are just a small part of the bigger story that we're here to tell behind the SportPlex. But again, there's so many partners that we'd love to thank, so many integral people who were involved in getting this place to where we are today. Thank you for all being a part of this journey and helping us bring the facility to life, not just in form, but in function and community connection. And again, lastly, I'd love to thank my incredible SportPlex teammates. I cannot stand up here by myself. This is a team effort. I'm very proud of these individuals, and I am so fortunate to work with them every day. Those key individuals include Jerome Malik, our maintenance supervisor, Angel Petty, our administrative coordinator, and Nikki Stadler, our SportPlex coordinator. I truly cannot thank you enough for your unwavering commitment, your long hours, and the heart that you put into this project every single day. It takes a village, and I am forever grateful to be part of ours. This is just the beginning of a beautiful journey, but the ride this far has been smooth, and that's because of you. And this is probably, I'm not gonna choke on this one, but Brenda, I appreciate you making a shout out to my family, my husband, TJ, my son and daughter. I really love you. I appreciate your patience and your support and your understanding during these long days and late nights that the project required. I couldn't have done it without your love and encouragement. But to everyone who has touched this project in any capacity, thank you. This facility stands today as a testament to what can happen when people come together with a shared purpose, pride, and passion. Let's cut this ribbon and celebrate not just the completion of a building, but the beginning of a new chapter of our community. Thank you. Can we also have some folks from MCL and RDG come up here as well? And yes, and Mr. Morgan. Just got to make the trek back up. Oh gosh.
Who else needs to be up here? Morgan, get up here. You know what? The issue is I'm actually cutting, so. There's a little more room in here. There's a little more room down here.
Heavy duty ribbon.
I know.
Final instruction.
Okay. All right. Well, we just concluded all of this. We do have Park and Recreation is here, and they have events throughout the all the different surfaces, some games if you'd like to stick around. There are popcorn and cookies as well as water out in the lobby, but we will be providing some, we'll have staff in every area. If you have specific questions, we would be happy to answer those. So go play. I know, it's 60 feet. Thank you.
Good souvenir. Yeah. Look at some other scissors. Here.